True Center time is 8:21. Joined in studio now by Peggy de la Cruz, Barbara Occhino. It's the Connecticut Playmakers big event coming up this Friday and Saturday night. Let's swing with the stars and the Fairfield Counts. Good morning, Peggy. Good morning, Barbara.
Good morning, Tony. Thanks for having us this morning.
All right, tell us what's going on, Peggy.
Well, Connecticut Playmakers, Let's Swing with the Stars, a cabaret and dancing with the big band, takes place this coming Friday and Saturday, November 4th and 5th. The doors will open at 7:30. The show goes on at 8 o'clock. Now, the first part of the cabaret features 15 singers performing as big band celebrities like Doris Day, Tom Jones, Frank Sinatra, Anita O'Day, all the famous stars of the past. And then the second half of the show, there's dancing with the 17-piece Fairfield Counts. That's for everyone to get up and dance. The seating is kind of cabaret style, where you bring your own food and drink, and, of course, your friends and dancing shoes. The show's directed by our wonderful Michele Grace for Connecticut Playmakers, and I'm the producer, and Caryn Raimondi is the stage manager. Michele is an expert vocal coach, teacher, and director. She spent her lifetime working as in musical theater, and she's now passing her years of expertise on to the Connecticut Playmakers and directing the show. The cabaret wasn't cast, but Michele chose certain singers that she knew could sing in front of the big band and sort of have the style of the old-fashioned singers. Mm-hmm. I'm performing as Doris Day in the show, singing Sentimental Journey. I have a little bit of that if you want to hear it.
Sure, go right ahead.
Well, that's just a little bit of the kind of music you're going to hear that night. Mm-hmm. Connecticut Playmakers, I just want to add, have been around the area. Greenwich, we started in Greenwich since 1947, and they've produced over 250 Broadway shows and musicals throughout these years. Mm-hmm. Anyway, you can get tickets, by the way, if you want to come to our wonderful show. You can call 203-977-8627 or go online, ctplaymakers.org.
All right.
And get tickets. The tickets are $25.
And it is at the Unitarian Universalist congregation at 24th Street in Stamford.
In Stamford. It's across the street from the Avon Theater.
Okay.
And the bank next door has allowed us to park there, so you will find easy parking.
Okay, good.
Or you can park anywhere in the street after 7 o'clock.
Always a good thing.
Yeah.
Barbara.
Yes, sir.
You're going to be singing?
I am. And it's, before I even mention that, I do have to say that what people may not know about singing with a big band is that, when you're performing with a small band, they can accompany you, they can do it in your key, they can follow your dynamics. But with a big band, you are just like another instrument in the band, and you have to know the chart, and you have to come in when it's your turn, and there's no variation. They don't pick, they don't adjust the key. It's their chart, their key, their instrumentation. Mm-hmm. And so that's why it was so tricky for Michele to find these 15 singers that wouldn't be intimidated by that whole, approach to and the musical skills. I mean, it's really a task for her. And the cast is, they come from all over. They're from Greenwich and Norwalk, Stamford, Ridgefield, Fairfield, Poundridge, Westport. So it's a really amazing cast. And when I was at the rehearsals, I was just blown away because every time somebody got up to sing, they sounded like the authentic, the Ella Fitzgeralds, the Bing Crosbys, the Sinatras, the Dean Martins, and we're going to be dressed in the style of the 1940s era. So that's a whole nother tricky thing. Peggy's a master at wigs and costumes, so she's been able to fit everybody.
It's been such fun to do this because those are the styles that really hairdos.
Yes.
And the gowns are gorgeous.
All right, so Peggy's Doris Day. Who are you, Barbara?
I'm Anita O'Day.
A little.
Okay.
No, not at this time of the day. I'll send Tony. No.
What's your number?
I'm going to be singing "Is You Is or Is You Ain't My Baby."
Yes.
And it's a lot of fun. And you know, there's been a whole resurgence for the swing music. I don't know if it's Dancing with the Stars but ever since the 1990s, everybody's back into swing dancing. So it creates such a fun energy because this all was, comes back from 1910 and then in the 40s it became popular.
All right, so the first part of it is going to be...
First part of it is a show, an actual show with the singers backed up by the big band and some comedy as well, I might add. And then the second half is you get up. You, our audience, get up and dance to the big band. And we have a dance for all spread out for people.
Now, Fairfield Counts. Tell us a little bit about them.
Well, they're a premier orchestra, and they've been known for performing in the tri-state area. It's a 17-piece orchestra, so you have, with the big bands, you have a big brass section that's got the trumpets, trombones, and saxophones. You have the rhythm section, a pianist, so it's 17 pieces. And they've performed at the Supper Club, the Yale Club, Windows on the World, the Levitt Pavilion every year. So to have that caliber of musicians, and for $25, I think that's just remarkable, especially when it includes a show and the dancing. So I do hope that people, again, you can go to Connecticut, ctplaymakers.org, and if you go under the tab for current, as in current shows, that gives you a direct link so you can pay by credit card, or you can call the number that Peggy gave.
All right, and Peggy, you guys have done a lot of things over the years. Have you ever done anything like this before?
Not really, no. This is a first. This is really a first, and it's a big endeavor.
Sure.
But it's a wonderful time for people to come out and see what a big band sounds like and dance to the big band. All
right, it's going to be this Friday night, Saturday night, so it's 2 nights, and it's going to be at the Unitarian Universalist congregation. That's at 24th Street in Stamford. Doors open at 7:30, shows at 8 o'clock. Tickets are $25. Go to ctplaymakers.org/current. You could also call Peggy at 977-8627.
That's right, Tony.
All right, Peggy de la Cruz, Barbara Occhino.
Thank you, Tony.
All righty.
Always a pleasure.
Let's swing with the stars. Thanks very much.
Thank you.
All right. WGCH News Center time is 8:29. Top national, international.